This next technique is a brown belt technique, an offensive brown belt technique called twisted wing. You'll see how the name correlates into the technique here in just a second. Again, offensive technique. We're in the fight. We've blown ourselves to fence. All our cool stuff just didn't work. I missed the target. He turned his head. Believe me, I took a shot at a guy at a parking lot at a concert up in Washington, D.C. one day. I was going to take him out in the jaw. He turned his head at the last second and ended up catching him in the temple, broke my hand in 2 places. It happens. There's nothing perfect in a free-for-all situation. You just don't know what's going to happen. You try your best, you hope all your training comes forward, and if it doesn't, then you got to play with what you got. So, let's see what happens. Twisted wing. You're in the fight. His guard is up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trap and back fist to set up whatever weapon. It could be, if this works, I can go into several different techniques. If it doesn't work, then I'm going into this particular technique. We always give ourselves options. What he's going to do is he's going to block it. Boom. As he blocks it, we're just going to snake up, trap it, control it, and then go right back into that back knuckle. As we keep pulling on it, we're going to jerk on it, elbow, and then sword hand. From there, as I'm starting to wrap his wrist into a figure 4 wrist lock, I'm going to do my front switch. I'm going to do a back switch. So as I go back, come up, and I'll start my rotation, and I bring him down. All right. From there, option number 1, just drop the legs, come up, I've got a wrist lock, and I've got a nice control. I can take him, I can break the wrist, or just keep the control from there, and then step up, cover out. Technique is finished. We call that the A variation. B variation. Some of you guys may have seen this in the past. This is an armbar variation. And a lot of it depends on how he falls, and again, the luck of the draw, so to speak. Luck always has a part to play in a fight or in any kind of violent altercation, and you have to take it into consideration. There's no such thing as a perfect environment out in the street. Again, I come in, he blocks. I transition through, back knuckle, elbow, sword hand, start my back switch, keep my rotation going, but this time he flies through. Alright, so I'm just going to adjust, come on back. Notice how tight this leg is, underneath, knees are pinched, I still have the wrist lock, and then I can come down and now I have the arm bar. Okay? Let's try it on this side, a little bit of a different angle. Again, he comes in, boom, underneath, back knuckle, elbow, sword hand, start my back switch, and that sets my rotation. Bring him down, bring him into the hook, just drop it down, put the weight on him, boom, there's the lock. If he misses, I can step over. Notice the foot position. I like to fit it right under his back to keep him up. I don't want him to lay back like this. I want to keep him a little bit on his side. As I come in, I keep that leg in control. This allows for a very tight control of that arm bar. Right? And I can come on down, I can still have the wrist, and then I can boom, hyperextend. Now, one of the things you'll see in Kempo is as I go back, I'll break it. I'll go for the break. Understand, we're not doing jiu-jitsu. We're not doing a sport. If I go put a guy in an arm bar, it's not to make him tap. It's to destroy something. So when I go back, I build that into my neural pathway that says, I'm not just going to hold it, boom, I'm going to break it. Right? Coming back to this side one more time, just a little bit quicker. We'll go into variation number B so I can give you an idea of what I mean by building in the neural pathway of destroying that arm, vice just holding on to him and flop it around and wait for his friends to come over to play soccer with my head. Comes in. And that is twisted wing. I heard something crack. Are you alright? Okay, just checking.